Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners. You are tuning into the Goldylocks Productions presentation of the Spiritual Insight Show with Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I'm Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I'm very honored, excited, and happy to be sitting in Sacred Circle with each and every one of you this evening. It is, September 13th, Sunday. My goodness, the time is just flying by, isn't it? And whatever time is anymore. But it's, just take a deep breath here as we are all entering into this sacred circle. Know that you are in a safe place, in a safe space. All right. So hello, Chris. Hello, Teresa. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And for those who may be coming in that will be new or watch this on the replay, let me go ahead and show you my website is whitesagewoman.com. So sometimes you get carried away or into the whole messages and it's I forget to promote myself. I forget to, hey, here's my website. Anyway, here's my website right here down below, whitesagewoman.com. Very easy to remember. So hello, Sarah. Hello, Robin. Oh, you're glowing. Am I? Both of y'all are beautiful. Hello, Kim. Hello, Julia. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Jill. Hello, everyone. And welcome to this sacred circle and to this safe place. And so if you didn't get a chance last night, Saturday evening, it was our very first Goldylocks Productions spiritual message circle. So, hello, Maureen. How are you, dear? And it was a lot of fun. It's wonderful. I always love just when we all come together and give messages, and just it's also fun, and it was very powerful. If you're not familiar with it, it is, and I'll put that there. Maybe I'll put the link into the actual link, the post for you, so that you can click on it later if you need to click on it. Okay, so hello, everyone. Hello, John. How are you? And hello, Chanel. Hello. So we had a spiritual message circle last night. That was a lot of fun. At least 5 spiritual advisors with Goldylocks Productions. I was giving those that had prepaid for messages. And so everyone got a message from who came in. From everyone, all the spiritual advisors of Goldylocks Productions, and it's a lot. It was a lot of fun, and just you can see how we all worked differently, but how it was just, but yet it fits together like different puzzle pieces, right? It just all comes together so beautiful. So if you get a chance, that is public, by the way. As far as you could watch it. So that video is actually on our YouTube channel, the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel. Cuckoo. And then also master classes. Yesterday was Carol Ann's second master class, and very successful. I'm going to post the link later to the replay. Okay. Hello, beautiful Laura, right back at you. And hello, Wendy. And yes, Robin, thank you so much for being in last night, attending the spiritual message circle. And so then the master classes, we have a lot of great things coming up for you in October. I know that Reverend Lee Chapin and myself are working on every Friday in October at 4 p.m., except for the last one. It's the first 4 Fridays in October. We're working on a class for you. Reverend Jeremy Ryden submitted 2 classes today for October. So it's getting busy, and I love it. It's just what we love to do, right? And so how many of you, what challenges or experiences have you been feeling lately? I want to see maybe just the shifts, some of changes you've been feeling. And let's see, Jill, Saturday nights are hard for me to be on. Yeah. So, we're doing that spiritual message circle 2 Saturdays a month. Because I know Saturday nights sometimes are hard for people, but we are doing that. Seems to be the most popular out of Friday to Saturday. Saturday was the popular, and taking a poll and getting everyone's opinions. So we understand that it might not be the best for everyone, but there you go. Hello, beautiful Pam Silver Eagle. So grateful that you are sitting in Sacred Circle with us this evening and helping to keep this energy balanced and alignment, because we have very powerful beings sitting in our circle, whether they believe it or not, whether they understand that or fully accept it, but they are. So so I hear that Mars gone into retrograde, and so Chris, can you tell us a little bit about that? Chris, let's see. I've been having strange dreams this week. Anyone else? And so, yes, the dreams have just been really strange. That's a great word. Strange. Yes. They really have been strange. Missing time too. I think some people might, what day is this? I don't know what day this is. Literally missing a day. I've had that happen to somebody. A friend was like, I missed, what happened to yesterday? I missed it. So we're all having these strange experiences, aren't we? So, Jill, I'm trying to love myself more. I'm wondering what's coming for me the rest of this month. Just keep working on yourself. All right. And so it's, yeah. And the trying to love me more. And this is something that I've noticed the last couple of days is a lot of people, they're coming at you angry. This is part of them feeling that separation of the third dimension, and those that are maybe still on the fence of it, or we are feeling, we've talked about this before, the third dimensional being that, and my dog validates that. Thank you, Ty. But some of the beings that don't want to ascend are fighting it, or are pulling on us. We feel the energetic pull. We feel everything that's pulling on us. But sometimes too, and we're feeling, as we're still purging, everyone else is still purging, we're feeling Mother Earth purging. We're feeling so many things all at once, aren't we? And it's very important for you to know what is your energy. And so that way you can identify, this is mine. This is not mine. This is my crap. This is not my crap. but then that helps you. And so when you're trying to have self-love, what's the block? Is there a recording going in your mind, something that didn't even come from you, maybe something from a past, something somebody said to you that just keeps playing over and over? And so it's very important for everyone to drop out of your mind and fall right into that sacred heart center, right in the center of your chest, the sacred heart center. We've been brought up and told to don't pay attention to your emotions. They're it's a sign of weakness. Actually, no, that's your power lies beyond that. And we talked about this last week for a little bit, right? Is that the emotions is the front porch to that deep within, to the sacred heart center, the emotions. All right? Sitting right outside of it is the front porch. Now, how are you going to get in? If you get on that front porch and you are all about drama, all about this, that, and the other, you're not going to get through the front door of that sacred heart center, of that deep within. You have to be calm. You have to be relaxed. That's the combination to get into that deep within. And then once you get in, all right, That's where all the answers lie. We have all our answers, and we know what we need to work on. Deprogramming, deprogramming anything that is negative or anything that takes you off of harmonious alignment, anything that takes you off balance, and identifying it. This isn't mine. This didn't come from me. This isn't who I truly am. And stepping fully into your power means that you are addressing everything that's not for your highest and greatest and releasing it. Okay, finding out who you are. There's a lot of us who are still, oh wow, every day it's like the greatest treasure hunt ever is when we discover more of ourselves on a daily basis. And it's the best treasure ever, right? So let me go back and check out. There's a lot of comments here. Let me just catch up here. So, yeah. So working on the loving you. So, you know, a great thing to do is to stop playing a blame game. I found this too. When we stop blaming everyone else and even blaming ourselves, don't play the blame game. Don't play the victim. Oh, woe is me. You know, don't play the blame game, the victim. Don't do any drama stuff. And you catch those thoughts, you catch that as it comes in and go, stop. Literally say stop to those thoughts, those feelings, those expressions coming in and say, hold on. That is not really good for me. That's bad for me. And we have to be brutally honest about this. And journaling, I found, always helped me. You don't have to write a book. You don't have to write a screenplay or a movie. You know, it could be an outline, but and the reason for that is that you're finding the points of, wow, this really throws me off balance. What are your triggers? What are your triggers? What makes you upset? What makes you angry? What's your pet peeves? Start there and start working on that. And so we don't need to be so defensive, you know, and there is a difference between reaction and response. Yeah. It's your reaction time. The whole count to 10 and then respond is because a lot of times when we react, we do so in a defensive manner. And we should be responding in a gentle way, using the golden rule, do unto others as you would have done unto you. Respond in a way that you would want to be responded, even if you understand someone's venting. And then I understand you're venting. I understand, but you have your boundaries. I understand you're expressing yourself. Could you, let's have a conversation in a few minutes. Let's readdress this in a few minutes. And that's it. Because if you go on about, you need to calm down, that's playing a blame game. That person's going to receive that as, am I doing something wrong? So how about you just compromise is always the way to go. All right. In the middle. All right, Chris. So let's see. One dream was very clear that I was sitting looking in the mirror, and while looking in the mirror, I could see an image of myself standing behind me. So I saw me sitting and standing. Oh, that's awesome, Chris. Your own reflection. Hello, Melissa Parks. I thought it was a guide or an angel, but I don't think they would look exactly like me. Well, there's a thought that we are holograms. We are reflections of our own selves. It could be your higher self, Chris, your higher self, your higher vibrational self, your higher self, and you in this ascension process, because our lower selves is ascending back with our higher selves, re-merging. And maybe you saw that movie, The Dark Crystal. Yeah, but the crystal was cracked and everything, went crazy. Separation occurred when this great crystal crack. Separation occurred and created two different beings, one good, one bad. Remember that? And then when the crystal was repaired, they all came back into one balanced being. All right. So I'm not saying that you're the bad side, that us in the 3D is the bad one and our higher self is the good one, but it usually is. That our higher self is light, and we're down here in this heavy, dense 3D doing a lot of shadow work, aren't we? We're doing a lot of shadow work. And so it could seem like, okay, we're the bad ones. We are the fallen angels. But we are ascending, and we're going to merge back with our light body. All right. So, Chris, you could have saw your light body there. All right. That reflection. All right, Robin, I've been doing sacral chakra and tribal dance more. It keeps me from going back down my spiral, and it makes me feel so good and sexy. Absolutely, Robin. I love that. Yes, yes. You know, I've tried belly dancing, and it's nice. It just wasn't, you know, I don't know how to say that. I mean, I thought it was very, very nice. Okay. But what really gets down into that ground, that earth, is tribal dancing. It is, you know, you hear those earth drums, and I don't care who you are, every living being responds to that, because those sacred drums symbolize Mother Earth. And when you hear those drums, it's like Mother Earth's heartbeat, and we all respond to the heartbeat. So I find the tribal dancing to be very, very, it's just very releasing, and it's very sexy too, right? So, yes. There was a really weird image, but what you're saying makes sense. Thank you. No, Chris, thank you. And so I had asked my angelic committee, and yeah, tribal's my favorite too, Robin. It really is. I mean, it's, if you want to ground and release something quickly, bam, that's that works for me. Everyone has their thing. So we talked about this, is that, you know, there's a difference. Okay, so we're sending, let's say we get into the 5th dimension now, fully, completely. We're in the 5D. We are working towards, and what we are going to become is the 5th dimension human. What do you think is the difference? I want to see what your answers are. What do you feel or think is the difference between the 5th dimensional human and other 5th dimensional beings, light beings, other 5th dimensional light beings and 5th dimensional human? Because this is what we are becoming and changing and stepping back into, or stepping into in a new and different way. Yes, we were 5D humans before we fell, but this ascension is not going back to how things were. It's something different, better, and just more powerful. So what do you feel is the difference? And you can share your comments, and I'll read them, between a 5th dimensional human being and a 5th dimensional light being. Now, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let me go back and read some of these other. Chanel, I love that name, Chanel. I've been feeling like I've been watched. A presence is in my space. I won't get too close, but it's there. I feel good about it, but I don't know what it is. Definitely doesn't want me to see it. Keep working with that, Chanel, because you feel good. That's great. You recognize that that's good energy. So, you can ask several questions. All right. Is this a loved one? If you use a pendulum to get your answers, do that. But be very careful. If you're experienced with a pendulum, use it. If you're not, don't use it, because pendulums are easy to manipulate, and we can make it give ourselves the answer we want to hear. So if you're an experienced dowser, use your pendulum. If not, don't. But you can even just gently ask, are you a relative? Are you a loved one? Okay. Are you one of my guides? Are you one of my angels? Are you when I say solar angel, I'm talking about your guardian angel, but it's called solar angel. And the solar angel works with your soul star, still soul star chakra. Is it your solar / guardian angel? Is it your dragon? Is it your unicorn? Is it another animal spirit guide that's trying to communicate with you? Okay. It's not that it doesn't want you to see it. It's that sometimes the best way to look at another being is not full on like we do with our eyes. I want to look you in the eyes. We can't do that. So I've always been able to see angels and communicate with them, but I can't see them straight on. It's peripheral. You look at them from your peripheral vision. All right. And that's how I'm finding too, even with some spirit, I don't see them full on. They're either on the left or right side, all right, of how you're seeing that. Okay. So, woohoo. Okay, okay, so let's see some of these responses. Excuse me. Whew. So work on that, Chanel. Amy, I've been wondering about that. And Chanel, we'll get back to that too. Actually, I talked about this last week or a couple weeks ago. No, I think it was last week. We are ascending more into the fourth dimension, and fourth dimension being heaven, what we call heaven. So guess what? The veil's getting thinner. We also can truly be seeing spirit. But you have a good feeling about it. Bravo, Chanel, for feeling and knowing that. Okay? Keep us updated on that. Kim, so communication without speaking to each other. Okay. Sarah, 5D beings help us ascend, and 5D human is to help teach each other to ascend. Very good. Very good. Since a calm with 5D, some days I feel like I am waiting for everyone else to catch up with me. Like I'm standing up saying, come on, catch up. Yes. Thank you. Robin, I think the fifth dimensional beings have a higher consciousness and increased awareness. I love all your answers. You're all right. I mean, so I got more information on that because when I would ask about, I'm very careful about asking going forward, and they'll show me things without asking. So, but when I had asked, I got these visuals first of it's a badge of of being pinned on like a medal, an award, and I was like, we get a medal. Yay! We get a medal. At least it's better than a T-shirt. But so and yes, I'm going to make a joke about it because laughter is great. We got to do that. So I was like, what is that? And it wasn't until later on, and then hearing other teachers talk and speak, and then I got more messages coming in about this, and it was like, here it is. Yes, there is a difference between a fifth dimensional human and a 5D light being. And a lot of us who communicate with these high dimensional vibrational beings already know this. They can seem cold. Why? Because they are in complete harmonious alignment all the time. They've never chosen separation. They are in this complete state of love that it almost makes them seem like they don't have empathy, but they do. But they've never had to do shadow work because they didn't experience separation. So yes, there's going to be a different distinction, and it's like, so we're together, all living with different beings, and even if we go into space, or we go to different places, to different star systems, and mingling with other beautiful living beings, you're going to be able to tell who came from what star system, what area, that kind of thing, right? You'll be able to know who came from where, and that there are different really like different badges. It's almost like Star Trek or Star Wars, watching those, and you see them all come together, whether in the cantina or, and everyone looks different. There's some that's half animal, half. This is what they were showing me, but that the human beings will have a special symbol. Maybe, interestingly enough, just like Star Trek, how our Space Force took on that symbol. So I was like, oh, wow. So it's not a bad mark or a bad label or bad branding. It's an honor, and it shows we did the work. We did the hard work, because not everyone chooses to come here and to experience separation, because it is literally being pulled apart energetically. Ouch! Ow! You don't destroy it, but it's we all know it hasn't been easy, right? Kim, I want to answer your question too about deja vu in just a minute. Okay, I didn't skip over that. I'm just trying to see. So that's the difference. Okay, and we're all going to get there when completely, with all of our 12 strands of DNA reactivated. There's no such thing as 10 strands of junk DNA. No. It's just, so our strands are being reactivated right now. Our dormant strands are being reactivated right now. We're going to start to have maybe some symptoms, or we're just not sure how the heck we feel. And I'm going to tell you right now, just be careful. Use your intuition if you're going to want to go run to the doctors, because no medical books have a 5D body in there to treat. So they don't know, and they're going to be working in a very, well, we already know, barbaric, old, outdated system. All right, that's not going to serve us anymore. That's ascending too. It's changing. It's ascending. But just be careful. Not if you're one of those that I don't feel right, I need to run to the doctor over everything. Please don't. Give it. I'm having symptoms and signs too. I can tell when certain parts of my body are getting worked on. It can be anything from my calves one day. I've noticed that when I'm having worked on parts of my body, it like grips or tights, or I can feel it for about 12 to 20 hours, and then it stops. And then there's another part. Pay attention to how you're feeling and what grips, what doesn't. Write it down, and then how do you feel? And you actually kind of feel better. And so this is part of, we have to reconnect our communication with our body too. Hey, body, how you doing? Females, take your hands, put them together till they're hot, and put them, below your belly button. That sacred womb there. Whether you have had surgeries or not, it's still a sacred area. And just put your hands there and feel that divine feminine energy flowing through. All women's wombs are portals. Of course they are. Otherwise, how else would kids get in? Chris, so maybe it's a communicator like on Star Trek. Oh, that's funny, right? Yeah. Oh my goodness, so funny. All right, so Kim had asked, is deja vu a sign you're on the correct path? Yes. Very good, Kim. My understanding of deja vu, when it was explained to me and then validated from others, hearing the sharing, and I love that, is that we have certain things set. We come in with a soul contract, so to speak. Maybe not even a contract, but things that we want to accomplish in this lifetime. All right. And so some of them are like, okay, so like in a race, you have these certain stations you stop off and rehydrating stations. All right. So deja vu is kind of like these stations. They have to happen. Those things have happen. But what that looks like is our choice and the free will. We have to accomplish getting to station 1, but there's many paths to station 1 and how we get there. And then once we get to that station, it's like, why does this feel familiar? Because congratulations, you leveled up. Right? You completed that first part. Now on to the next. And we put these markers in place for us to remind ourselves that we're on the right path. And so, yeah, when you hit that, because I know a lot of us like, why do I feel like I've done this before? So I hope that helps, Kim. Let's see. Wendy, I keep seeing a dragon on the beach, not straight on, and more like a vibrational almost seed, though. Could it be your dragon? Maybe. Well, if you're at the beach too, is it water dragons, fire dragons, air dragons? Is it more than one, or is it just one? And so you can communicate and find out if it's yours or someone else's, or the land's dragons, So, yeah, well, they're not. Well, like you said that. You're right, Robin. Mystical, not mythical. There's no myth. But you said it right. Mystical. I love it. Magical. Hello, Linnell. Yes. Chris, we need to determine ourselves if it's a 3D or 5D problem. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Chris, but I must have missed something. Okay, Robin, yes, I've been having a lot of synchronicities and deja vu. Yes, exactly. Kim, yes, thank you. Okay, great. Absolutely, yes. Hey, we're all here to help each other, be supportive, and, so it's a really exciting time, so I want you to stay focused on that finish line. All right, it doesn't mean, and don't listen to anyone else. They say, oh, you're being ignorant because you got to do something. I am doing something. You know what I am doing? I'm not listening to any of this negative stuff. I am aware it's there. I don't have to participate. I am staying focused on my sacred heart center, staying centered and balanced, which helps me to stay focused on that finish line and to get to that finish line of when we that final ascension process, when we are all completely into the 5th dimension, right? So, I'm sorry. Thanks, Chris. 3D regarding your health and going to doctor. Exactly, Chris. Yes. Thank you. Sorry about that. Sometimes they just go so fast, I forget what I've even said. So, yes, you have to, exactly. Yeah, and you ask your body will tell you. You will know, if it's ascension process, if it's something that needs to be addressed or not. Okay. So yes, we are soul family holding each other up. Exactly. And Robin, I do not watch the television. No, you don't have to, but social media can be just as bad sometimes, can it? Especially on an election year. Yeah. So it just blows my mind how people get all upset, and they get themselves all upset over who the president is, who the next one's going to be, blah, 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 blah. You know what? Why is the president idolized? We treat, or it seems like the president, not we, us, but it seems like the president is treated like a demigod. All right? No! The president is human. He's going to make mistakes. All right? And one person has all this power? No. Anyway, so again, when we stop, it's all this person's fault, all that person's fault, this is the society's fault, it's blah, 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 blah. You know what? Take responsibility for your life. When you take responsibility for your life, your choices, your decisions, that empowers you, right? And you just keep taking steps. Baby steps. Forward. Yeah, I know. You do see that. I do too. And it's like, just scroll. And it's so yeah. Skip TV, watch Goldylocks Productions. Oh, that's great. Yes, exactly. There we have a lot of great show hosts and shows, and you can check out. There's a lot. I mean, we are starting our 6th year with Goldylocks Productions, our 6th season. And yeah, because we just celebrated the 5-year anniversary last month of Goldylocks Productions. We're starting our 6th season, our 6th year. So there's a lot in the archives. There's a lot to watch and go back and even see how everyone has expanded and are ascending. And so it's pretty amazing, isn't it? So, woohoo, yes. Stay hydrated too. There's some days when I just feel like I can't drink enough water. Is anybody else feel that way too? Listen to your body. And also, this one, I'm like having a conversation with your body and listening to your body and just making better choices in your eating. But for goodness sake, if you're craving to have some potato chips and you're not allergic to potatoes, then have a handful of potato chips. Don't sit down and eat the whole bag. But you can have that. They're very grounding. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's great. If you want a piece of pizza, have one piece of pizza, unless you can't handle gluten. Again, do it smart. You want a bowl of ice cream if you eat dairy, small portions, okay? Moderation has always been the key. I think that whole supersize thing is, okay, no, we just really shouldn't eat that way. All right. So how many of people have noticed your eating habits have changed? How has your eating habits changed? Are you eating less? Maybe doing some more shakes, drinking more water, drinking more natural energy drinks, juices, power juices, things like that. What are you doing? All right. Let's see. Chris, watching the U.S. news. That's right, because Chris is in Canada. So watching the USA news, I feel so much compassion for what my USA friends are going through with all the stuff going on down there. Love and blessings. Stay centered and grounded. But we all have something going on, no matter where we're living, right? It's just, we all do. We're all experiencing. It's a Facebook user, TGIT, thank goodness it's Tuesday in Higher Realms is on 8 p.m. Well, we know who that is. That's Reverend Jeremy Ryden. Yes. There's way too much drama in the U.S. Well, of course, because the U.S. is the youngest country. So they act like teenagers or now maybe in their 20s, so they're behaving badly. That's not an excuse, but it's growing pains. It's growing pains. Growing, expanding, purging, absolutely. But everything is happening for a reason. And believe it or not, the United States, the North America as a whole was very necessary, is a very necessary component in this ascension process. Yes. Okay. And there's beautiful spirituality, symbolism in the founding of this country, even though there was always drama, always backstabbers and traitors, but the hope that has been, the hope and the faith that has been embedded within this culture is very strong. Okay. So it's so heavy being here in California right now. Yes, Kim, you're in San Francisco. And I know a couple of other people live in San Francisco and have been taking pictures of like that copper orange, the sun, the air is, there's an eeriness and beautifulness to it at the same time. It's like, whoa, right? And so be careful. I know that people are having to you know, everyone, again, staying hydrated, your vitamin Bs, B12s, vitamin Cs, making sure you have some powerful antioxidants. And, you know, I don't know if there's any oxygen bars. I know, though, with the whole, how many places are reopening? Are they still shut down? And so it's air purifiers for inside your home. If you don't, you know, I like essential oils too. And so I know right now it's tough, but you know, I want you to think about this, Kim, because you are a very powerful healer, Kim Q, in San Francisco. You're there to hold the light and the darkness. And sometimes it's hard when you look around, right? And all you see is darkness. And but you're not even looking at your own light. Be that lighthouse. And remember, lighthouses don't go chasing ships, right? The ships come to the lighthouse. So the lighthouse is going to feel exactly alone in the dark, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. And notice that the lighthouses are circular, almost like a tower, and very spiral, and very, you know, high vibrational, and can hold that light. You are conduits for that light. So be those light houses. Okay. And so, yeah. Kim's being much more healthy. Kim Smith, much more healthier. Fat fiction movie I just watched helped. I know many things, but reinforce bad foods. Yes, that's good. Right. Being more educated on our food is very important. Okay, most definitely prayers for California, prayers for all over, and prayers for Mother Earth. When you look at the whole picture, know that Mother Earth is releasing, all right, all the wars that have been fought on her surface, all the blood that seeped down, all the mean, the anger, the hate, the lies, the betrayals that come from the bottom of our feet down into the earth. Everything we purge out of us and send to the earth, she's having to recycle and take care of. So this is why we need to take care of our own stuff. All right. That's the alchemy, is making sure that when we do release something from us, that it is balanced and it's not going to hurt any of the elements or Mother Earth as we're releasing it. Right. And I give it to the dragons. Fire dragons, burn this up. Can anyone recycle and reuse this? They can't. Let's just, you know, transform it to a different type of energy, because you don't destroy energy, you transform it. And that's how we recycle, is transform that energy. Okay? So let's see. So hard on the nervous system and and your biorhythms. It is, Kim. Yes. I know you are doing your best, and that this is temporary. Okay. Listen to how you feel too. I know you're putting out a lot of light there, but if you feel, and this is what you need to sit and ask with your angels and guides, do you need to stay there or do you need to leave? All right. That's a question you really need to have. All right. A Q&A session you need to have with your angels and your guides. So let's see. Yay. Robin, I don't care for many sweets, but I do like to cook. So I make sweets for others. Yeah, there you go. You like, yeah. I like to bake. I love baking. So yeah, it's hard to, you know, okay, but you can make make healthy choices in the baking too. Like, I don't use bleached flour anymore. It's going to be unbleached flour. You use natural sugar if you're going to use sugar. It's called raw. What's that term? Turbarino sugar. Turbarino sugar is the raw cane sugar, or brown sugar. You can substitute with brown sugar. You can make healthier choices in, with baking as well. You don't have to, So there you go. Hi, puppies. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a gorgeous day. Got windows open. So of course everyone's walking or the slightest little sound and the dogs go crazy. Anyway, Kim, a good idea. I'm not ready to go yet, but it's getting harder to stay. Yes, we'll do a Q&A. And be honest, Kim, let the answers come. Even if it's something that you feel like, oh, I don't want to hear that right now, but even if you can go somewhere temporarily to fill your lungs up with some fresh air and then come back, you need a recharge. Okay, if that recharge is going to happen there, see if there's someplace you can stay, go visit friends, family, and then come back. But you will be able to get more information when you are in a really safe, grounded space where you can be in that alignment to receive very powerful messages. Okay. So Sarah, you can hear it, the cricket in the background. Got the window open behind me, and there is a loud cricket. You like that? I know. I love it. I was like, oh. Coconut sugar, absolutely. Absolutely, Laura. Coconut sugar. Every time I say sugar, you know what? It's not Carol Ann's dog. I just realized what's going on. Sometimes my dog Ty will bark and have a conversation with Carol Ann's dog, whose name is Sugar. So I notice every time I say that, he gets up and he's looking and he's barking. So that is so funny. Can't wait to tell Carol Ann that. That's funny. Anyway, yes, coconut sugar is also good for those that have diabetes because it's low with that glycemic, something like that. Coconut sugar is very, very healthy. That those with diabetes can consume that. And so yeah, and cinnamon, natural anti-inflammatory. Oh gosh, so much. So yes. All right, I love the cricket. I know I do too, right? So I was wondering, because I know how loud this cricket was. I was like, is anyone else hearing this cricket? And I'm glad if you hear the cricket, then look up what that means for you. What's the spiritual signs and messages of a cricket? And so, and I've even got Tibetan chimes. You probably can't see it because it's so dark. Maybe it is moving. It's moving, you see. I got Tibetan bells hanging too, and the wind's blowing, so you may hear the bells as well. So I love having all that behind me. I know, right? Good. I had to say the S word instead of the other one. He's called. That's exactly what it was. I'm glad. So funny. Okay. Anyway, we have to share that with Carol Ann one day. That's cute. Love cinnamon. Yes, you can put cinnamon in your coffee. Put cinnamon. There's a reason why our ancestors, our relatives, all used that, right? Cinnamon. So cricket in the bells. Oh, yeah. Yellow jackets means to do the work to send your wishes a reality. Yes, Reverend Jeremy. And Reverend Jeremy and his dog Oreo were attacked by a bunch of yellow jackets earlier this evening. And so I'm glad you looked that up too. But another beautiful part of this is I know that people think that they're useless, but they're not. And that they actually do represent you are protected, even though they're stinging you, and you're like, but they're very, very sensitive to energies, and so make your dreams a reality. Make it happen. You're working on it. Let's see, Wendy. My mother used to put cinnamon in chocolate. Oh my gosh, yes! What a great combination. Yes, yeah. I know. Ouch, right? So, but they have some natural things to put on the stings. So hopefully they'll be feeling better so much faster. And as a matter of fact, I think Sarah and Grafia was stung too. What was it last week, Sarah? If Sarah's still on, she was cutting the grass, and when they have the ground nests, yeah. So, but she's woo, boy, that sting. It's like they're injecting the anger in you, because when people talk about it, they get angry. So it was last week, Sarah, right? Yeah, I know, right? So let's see. Sprinkle some cinnamon on coffee before it brews. Yes, I do that though. Coffee grounds. Yes, and it tastes so good. So I like that. Yeah, and it goes well with a lot of different flavors out there too. It just really enhances different flavor types of coffee. So it's all good stuff, natural healing things. How many of you started to grow your own gardens? Maybe you never have before. Whether it's an elevated garden, a raised garden, do it from pots. People who live in apartments too, you can have, if you have a porch area, you most definitely can grow some things in really big pots, and been very successful with it. And so, yeah. I'm allergic to yellow jackets. Well, that's not good, Wendy. So yeah, I'm sure you must have one of those EpiPens or something, right? So hopefully. It's interesting how we're allergic to certain things, and what does that mean when we're allergic to it? Like, what kind of karma is that? Karma, or what does it mean when we're allergic? Right? Kind of interesting. Anyway, Rob, I did not grow this year because looking for a place to live. Well, sure, that takes priority. Absolutely, Robin. But I know that when you get to where everyone who's in between, and trying to move to some place and is in a temporary place and is going to be somewhere else, when you are settled, I'm sure that you can get a garden going. And just one of my things working on is I would love to have a year-round greenhouse, and attached to the back of the house. We have a south-facing back, and I always wanted to put something back there, but year-round that can, it's got to be sturdy for the snow, and none of these little cheapy pop-up things either, right? And so it's like, that's not going to work. Heavy snow comes, it's going to crush it. But I would love to do that, to be able to grow year-round. Oh, yes. Woo! That's on my dream list. Right? Okay, Reverend Jeremy, right? And make it a reality. So, Amy, my son is collecting seeds for our very first one next year. I love that, Amy. Absolutely. Yay! Yes, that's great. And so, yeah, collecting seeds, that's good. Yeah. Woohoo! So we've got a lot of things in our gardens that have popped and keep going, crazy, wicked crazy. We've been growing Roma tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, trying watermelons this year, but not the oblong ones. They're like the smaller round watermelons. And so far we've got a good amount out there. They're doing really good. Some peppers and lots of herbs. And boy, it's growing some was there Italian oregano. Oh, smells and tastes so good. So, yeah. Anyway. Okay, so. Lindell, Jeremy, you need to pay attention to the future bee stings. Well, Lindell, there's a difference between a bee and a yellow jacket. The difference between a bee and a yellow jacket. We all feel sorry for a bee because then the bee will die. The yellow jacket says when they sting you, they are not going to die. They're not going to die. And they can sting over and over. So that's not good, right? What is it, sweetie? Oh, you are just so vocal tonight. So, yes. Whew. Okay. Some of these energies, I'm just feeling this out here. Okay. I mean, it's fine. Just trying to smooth it out. There's a little boop, boop, bump. The energy, let's smooth that out. Smooth it out. Wendy, we have a woodchuck eating our garden. He ate all the apples this year, and he's huge. Oh my gosh! Oh, that's so funny. May I ask if everyone can send love and light to our home and neighborhood? I hope that's okay to ask. You know, we can just we'll wrap this up with sending love and light out in all directions. Okay, for everyone. Oh, wait a minute. Am I missing something? Is that a shrine to Jupiter in the background? A shrine to Jupiter. What do you see? Now, let me see. Jupiter. Jupiter. Jupiter represents the third eye chakra. So, I'm not sure what you're seeing, but I love the planets. And Jupiter does represent good luck. What else is it? Financial abundance. Okay. So here we go. Talking about Reverend Jeremy Wright is talking about follow your dreams. Jupiter also does help support expansion and growth. So, yeah. Woohoo! Hey, I'm all about that. Sure. Let's see. Okay, Lynn, I'm working on a raised planter box with recycled windows. Yes, to keep the large and small critters out. Absolutely. I'm not going to repeat that on air, Robin, without yellow jackets. That's funny, though. Yes. Absolutely. So, yeah. I know, right? Third sting. Ooh, yeah. Okay. All right. So we have 3 minutes left. So what we're going to do right now, beautiful, is we're going to just send some love and light out. I'm going to grab my little, this is the, it's okay to ask before you go, is Antonio coming back closer or towards me? Coming back, no, I can tell you no. No, Chantel, that's what I'm hearing loud and strong. And you need to make sure that, you know, that door stays shut, locked, deadbolted. Throw another lock on there. That's a do not return. Okay? Nope. No. All right. So no. All right. So let's. This is the 432 hertz, and what we're going to do, we want to be very careful that we don't get in the way with and hinder. We think we have good intentions, but we may not realize that we actually are adding to the chaos. When you, oh my goodness, there's a bunch of rain and fires in California, and let's everyone pray for rain. What if rain's not the best and highest and greatest for California? I know that may sound crazy and harsh, but Mother Earth is purging. This is her purging. Doesn't matter if arson set it on fire, because there's people who work for karma. There's people who work to make things happen, for the earth, to make things. I need this to happen. Okay. All right. So instead, send love to it. Fear, anger responds to anger. Love responds to love. When you send love to any natural disaster or nature being off balance, that response is gentle and loving. All right. So this is why the most powerful thing we can do is to get out of our head thinking that we know what's best and drop into our sacred heart center and just send love. It is that simple, but it's not easy to do. Right? So stop all the words, all the overthinking. And the mind's powerful only when both hemispheres of your mind come together and work together and pops open that third eye. All right, the third eye is still being fed by the Sacred Heart Center. So, there you go. All right, and then when it does also interact with energy coming from the crown chakra, that's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so here we go. What we're going to do is visualize. You are these lighthouses, letting beautiful, powerful love and light coming either from your crown chakra down through your feet, or from your feet up out to your crown chakra, not in a straight line. All right, but the Kundalini, the two snakes, all right, spiral, even a spiral, up is fine. All right, and shooting this out in all directions, healing or going to the Earth's grid. This grid knows where to send the energies and where it's needed. So what we're going to do is just give it a big shot and dose of love. So here we go. Deep breaths in and release. Okay, so I'm going to breathe in love. Release anything that's not for your highest and greatest. Breathing in love. Releasing anything that's not for our highest and greatest. Breathing in love. Releasing love. Breathing in love. Releasing love. Breathing in love. Releasing love in all directions. And you just keep doing this until you feel it's complete. There we go. Woo! There we go. All right. Yes, thank you, Chris. Grab my rose quartz angel to use to send love. There you go. Absolutely. Beautiful love and light. The pink, the violet flame, the ascended. Remember, we've talked about the violet flame. We've talked about and oh gosh, it has actually ascended, and I know we've talked about this before. We talked about the violet flame, that purple violet flame that we love so much, and then also the lilac fire of source is the ascension of the violet flame that's got the pink and white in it. Well, it's ascended again. Another higher aspect of this is the rainbow ray, the rainbow lights, rainbow. So see these beautiful rainbows. Think of a crystal prism and it's shooting out rainbows in all directions. If you want to that too, your lighthouse has these crystal lenses. So now you're going to just shoot out in all directions this rainbow light, okay? And the rainbow being very high vibrational. All right, so I know I'm vibrating. Nice lip gloss. Oh, thank you, Laura. It's my Mary Kay lip gloss. By the way, a little plug for Laura. Check out Laura Romero. This is the color. What did I say it was? Fancy Nancy. Fancy Nancy. Ooh. Anyway, that's right. It's a plug for her. All right. All right, everyone. You have a very beautiful, beautiful week. And know that you can send love and light out as many times as you need to during the day, during the night, whenever you feel you need to do that. It's the most powerful thing we can do now is being love and light. Shoot that out in all directions. Just sprinkle it all over the place like fairy dust. All right, many blessings to each and every one of you. See you next week, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Many blessings to each of you. Be the change you want to see. Be that light. Yes, be the rainbow light. Good night, everyone.